Good morning, everybody. It's Judith A. Cole. You're listening to Mad Love. Let's get into it. So, yeah, it's been an interesting, I guess, the last 3 months. I've been having some really uh, unique health challenges that I've never really experienced before. Not going to get into a ton of detail, but I am confident I've discovered what has actually been going on so I can tackle it, and I'm excited about that. June 29th is a big day for me. I got out of the hospital about 15 years ago. It was a pretty serious health condition, and I really did a lot of work and got myself back on a healthy track, and I intend to do the same thing this June 29th. So thank you for all your support. And like I always say, if you're not feeling good, if you're not feeling healthy, man, there's just no other show in town. You can't focus on anything else when you don't feel well. It just is not productive. It's the worst. That's all you can focus on is the pain or whatever's going on with you, and it's just awful. So I think your health is your true wealth card, and you have to take it seriously. And I think, if you can try new things and try to help improve your situation, you might have to take a couple of risks and see if that works out. It's not easy, and our healthcare system is not aligned with you getting healthy. It's more aligned with you managing a disease. So you have to decide, how you're going to handle things yourself for the most part, and who's going to be on your health team. So enough with that, but I'm very serious about it. Your health is everything. What was I going to say? Oh, so I watched Contagion, the movie from 2011. It's really fascinating. So I think watch that. It's on HBO Max. In a post-COVID world, you kind of get the idea that they were planning this or something, like that somebody knew that this was going to be something that would happen, besides Bill Gates, because a lot of what goes on in that movie is very much what it was like during COVID. Not some of the extreme violence, but some of the wording and shutting down of things and the way they did. And it was 8 or 9 years before COVID. It was strange. It was strange. It's strange to watch it post-COVID. I'll just say that. It's strange to watch it post-COVID because it's clearly like, I don't know, was this planned? I don't know. I don't have any deep insights. Just if you watch it, I watched it in 2011, and then now I've watched it post-COVID, and it makes me feel like COVID was a scam or something that was planned. And they had to rush for their vaccine and everything too. And it was almost like, and there was something that worked that the government didn't want to sanction. Ours was ivermectin, theirs is forsythia or something. Like it's worth watching. It really is. It's very interesting. And then the other thing that I was thinking about, I've really come to the conclusion that I don't think Michael Jackson was a child molester. And I watched Leaving Neverland or whatever, and I usually empathize with victims because victims talk in a certain way. And those guys, I think they convinced themselves that they had been molested, but a couple of the stories have been debunked. And I know, I think Oprah was a part of it. And I don't know what it is with Oprah, but she seems to hate black celebrities because what did she gain from being a part of that with Michael Jackson at this point? She already did one interview that people find questionable, and then with him, his family felt betrayed because she was like grilling him, and she made it seem like it was going to be like this, fun interview. And then she does the documentary, And then over last weekend, she basically told some stories she told her audience to never tell, but then she gets up there and says Whitney Houston was high and fell off her stage. And it's like, what are these people doing to you, especially now that they're dead, that you have to come along and just blow up their spot like that? It's like she just really seems to hate black celebrities. I watched the episode where she went off on Toni Braxton. I mean, she went off on her like she was a child. And, no one ever wanted to say, well, she got a shitty contract from LaFace, who was partnered with Clive Davis. And I think we'll find that a lot of people with financial difficulties in the record industry had shitty Clive Davis contracts. And if they complained about it, miraculously, many of them are dead. Michael Jackson had a problem with Sony, which was Tommy Mottola. But I don't think anybody thinks Tommy Mottola is better than Clive Davis. They all want money. They all don't care what happens to you while they go get this money. So, yeah. Every single artist who complained about their royalties is dead. Michael Jackson, Prince, George Michael. I was thinking about it this weekend because Madonna's the only one that's still alive out of that era. Of artists born at that same time, like 1950s, 58. And I think George Michael was a little younger, but still, it was like Angie Stone was complaining about. She has several videos. I don't know if they're still up, but if you look on YouTube, she had several videos complaining about. She realized that she had been owed millions and millions of dollars. She had trusted the wrong people, and she was about to try to get the money back. Suddenly, she dies in a car crash. TLC complained about their money. Left Eye Lopez dies in a car crash. I mean, I don't know. It's starting to not feel like a coincidence. So I don't think Michael Jackson was ever a child molester. I think they got mad at him for buying that giant catalog and putting himself on the level of all these bosses. And I don't think they like that. And so they made sure his life was miserable. The first kid that accused him of child sex harm, for some reason, Michael Jackson settled with this kid, but the kid said he made the story up. His father forced him to tell the story. And they got like $30 million. And then somehow the father's also dead now. I mean, there's a lot going on that we don't understand. And when you start talking about that kind of money, people just go crazy. And I think they just didn't want Michael Jackson to feel like he was the king of anything, which is kind of scary. But that's just where I am right now. I just don't get it. And I'm tired of people, every time something goes on with Michael Jackson, and here comes another negative story. And it's like, the man is gone. He's gone. He wasn't ever found guilty of any of this stuff. So what's going on? So, yeah, I think it's weird, though, that everybody who got into a dispute with their label, because George Michael got into it with Sony, Michael Jackson was into it with Sony, Prince was into it with Warner Brothers, they all died and were on drugs and had really tough lives as they aged, and it was like, God, this doesn't seem natural. It doesn't seem natural at all. Oh, the other thing I did this weekend is I rewatched the Puffy documentary on Netflix. It's not like I forgot it, but there were just things I didn't take in the first time. Puff's a demon, man. He really is. I don't know what's going to happen to him. I'm pretty sure he's close to getting out. 50 months is not a long time. And, I'm sure he'll get out under that. But I don't know what's gonna happen with him. I don't think that he I don't know what's gonna happen. But when you watch that docu series, you start to realize he did a lot of damage to a lot of people. And if you believe in karma, there's no way something good's gonna happen to him. There's just no way. I would watch it again. Um, like just give yourself time in between viewings, and you pick up things that you might not have picked up the first time you watched it. And I remember it, but I wound up watching all 4 episodes again. And I think there's room for even more because I think he did a lot of damage to people who worked for him. I think he hurt and harmed a lot of people. And I don't think this federal case was the real case. I think they put up a sham of a case because they really just wanted his blackmail operation. They didn't really want to put him in prison. If they had really wanted to put him in prison, his charges would have been different. And all these RICO charges without it, and you're in conspiracy with nobody else, like that's how you know it's a scam. So nobody else gets charged. He's the only person. Come on. I think there's a lot going on. And more than anything, make music in your house. If you just got to be a musician, stay in your house and make songs. It's not hardly worth it coming out here and getting used and abused by these big record labels. It's not worth it. Get yourself a job and sing some songs on the weekend, honey, because it is. Who wants to go through all of this? It hardly seems worth it. That's all I got for you. I hope you have an amazing day today. June 29th, also Mercury retrograde. So expect your life to slow down. And it's virtually the whole month of July. So just take it slow. Don't be too frustrated. Just let life happen. And, go back over things. If you have to read them twice, do it. And just be patient. And take care of yourself and just be patient with yourself and the world. All right. Already almost July, so hang in there. Talk to you soon. Bye.